Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. And the tip goes to the Nets. Now Suggs. And stolen by Porzingis. Three-pointer, Bridges. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Just so strong from deep. Bridges is great behind the arc.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. But that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Klingon. Porzingis grabs the board. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. It's a three-point game. Outside Tatum. Left side Porzingis. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And here are the Nets now. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I did have a chance to talk with the head coach for Brooklyn. The main topic of conversation, how they plan to guard Jason Tatum. We want to try to make Jason a jump shooter. Avoid fouling, don't let him go downhill. But JT will get his, so let's hope we limit him. Well, that's never easy to do, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Look, forget those long jumpers, Kristaps. Use that size. Rock the rim.
Here's Suggs. A reliable offensive contributor, putting up almost 14 a game. From about 16, they get it back.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised it ended up going their way with the miss.
Outside Holiday. Back to Tatum. They kick it out to Porzingis. Off target from outside. To the paint. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's White. Pass to Porzingis. Misses from close range.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Counted from distance.
Yeah, good to see Suggs bury the triple. This will only help with his confidence.
Now here's Tatum. Taking command on offense when they need it. Putting up 21 a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he buries his first look.
What hard work from Tatum inside. Doing what it takes to find his shot.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. Brooklyn trailing. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
And George launches it from deep. Thibault on the wing. Beyond the arc. Goes up with it again. And he lays it up and in.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well. Cleaning it up and sending it right back.
And it's blocked. Suggs with it. Now guarded by White. Thibault on the wing. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
A brilliant dunk, and he hangs up there for a while, too.
Like he's posing for the camera. He's just hanging out, posing for pictures, just making himself at home. Among the best in the NBA for a few years now, Jason Tatum. RJ, he's still quite young. How can he get even better?
Oh, he can just get wiser and wiser, and that's what happens with young players. They get to a physical level where they can dominate, but where they get better is mentally. They get mentally stronger as they get into these experiences more. We talk about Tatum's offense, and for good reason, but his play on the defensive end is really valuable for this team.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Tatum. Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the night right here. He hits the second from the line. Boston trailing. And here's Bridges. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. They kick it out to Porzingis. Drills it from deep. Porzingis has got 5 points.
Porzingis breaking tendencies with that catch and shoot.
Pass to Klingon. And stolen by Porzingis. And here we go. The Celtics on the run. Blocked. To the middle. Oh, nice shot by Klingon.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Tatum with it. Taking command on offense when they need it. Putting up 21 a game. Porzingis, high post. Back to Tatum. Pass to Porzingis. 6 to shoot. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Timeout. Even after that serious knee injury, Porzingis with the spring to flush it.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Fires for 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Now here's Westbrook. The shot, no good. Drives to the hoop. Down low. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Here's Westbrook. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that's good as he hits both shots. The Nets with a lead. Here's Jerome. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Westbrook outside. Pass to Miller. Shot clock at 5. And Westbrook slams it home.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Now here's Westbrook. His nightly numbers respectable, putting up 10 points a game.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Pass to Jerome. Here's Cornette. Misses the baby hook. 58 seconds left now in the first quarter. On the take. And he makes it. And now a 5-point Celtic lead.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Pass to Williams. Here's Clowney. And that one is hammered home.
What a remarkable way to finish the break.
Such a heads-up play to kick it back. Great awareness on that transition.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
Out left to the wing. From outside the arc. And it's Cornette with a rebound. Nets trail by 3. Here's Jerome. Pass to Clowney. Here's Jerome. Let's go with a 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Westbrook outside. It'll count. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. Tie game in Brooklyn. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on.
22.
Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Nets, what do you think, guys?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
To the inside. Here's Tatum. Rebound Brooklyn. Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players could learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
There's Tatum with the 3. Fires in the triple. Tatum's got 7.
Every time Tatum finds his shot, he'll take it. He loves to fill it up from range.
And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
White for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Ooh, they've been on fire from deep this quarter. Their percentage has been rising and rising.
And stolen by Holiday. And he lays it in off the breakaway. Now it's a 4-point Celtic lead. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Celtics.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight, turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
Now here's Tatum. He has 7. Outside Porzingis. And again, Boston with the triple.
Timeout. This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Timeout called, the Nets. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Suggs. Here's Klingon. He's covered by Holiday. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And here's Boston. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Tatum drops the hammer.
Oh, this is how aggressive Tatum is. Excellent job of getting to the rim and a finish. Just light work.
Suggs outside. Pass to Klingon. Oh, they get a hand on it. And so it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. 5 on the clock. Here's Suggs. Rebound Boston.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Now here's Tatum. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. Look at Tatum using his length.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
George outside. And there's a pick. Suggs outside. Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
Outside White. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so George will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Trailing by 8. Pass to Klingon. Thibault on the wing. He's scoreless. Suggs with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively. The 3. Suggs, no good. Boston leading by 8. Outside Holiday. There's a screen. Again, Boston.
That's just Holiday moving around the floor, picking his spots.
The 3 from Suggs. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Now here's White. Oh, it's stolen. Pass to George. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by White.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Pass to Clowney. Outside, Williams. And there's the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Uses the glass on the layup. 5 points in the game.
They allowed him to establish deep position. Just can't do that.
And they need better team defense. Help out your man in the post. It takes multiple guys to stop him.
Westbrook into the lane. Shoots it from the high post. And the Celtics tack on 2 more.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
Here's Jerome. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Westbrook outside. Pass to Keita. Misses the baby hook. Nets trail by 6. Here's Williams. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Williams. Celtics lead by 3. Back to Westbrook. It's deflected. And that'll be Boston's ball as it goes out of bounds. Celtics able to keep possession here. Here's Westbrook. Give him 8. Shot from the inbound. Yep, count it. Westbrook's gotten 4 this quarter.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Here's Clowney. He's averaging almost 5 points a game. Here's Cornette. Gets the 3-ball to go. Cornette's got his first 3 points of the game.
I just love the ball move.
Outside Hart. Takes a 3. They set the pick. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
There's no debate there. He got hammered.
Boston's shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And both free throws good for Hart. 1:29 left in the half. Now Williams. And so far he's averaging 7 points a game. To the left wing. Inside. Here's Clowney. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Clowney's got 6.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Miller outside from the arc. The shot misses.
Yeah, and they've taken their foot off the gas a little. They were much more aggressive to start the game and really getting their opponent in early foul trouble.
For 3. Boston pulls it in. They've led by as many as 11. To the inside. Tatum. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Pass to Cornette. Here's Williams. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
4 seconds left. And the layup is good. And the Celtics lead by 4.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Celtics out in front, up by 4. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Now here's Tatum. They kick it out to Porzingis. And the ball out of play. The Nets will have it.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
Nets trail by 4. The 3 from Suggs. He can't hit that time.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
And you look at Derek White, Richard. The energy he plays with, it is remarkable.
That's his greatest attribute, his activity on both ends of the floor. Having a high motor is a skill. He keeps coming and tries to wear you down. I love seeing Tatum exhibit the passion that he has shown us tonight. Such a motivated performance by him.
Pass to George. Back to Suggs. Five to shoot. Another shot. George for three. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
Off to a bit of a slow start in the second half. 0 for 3 so far.
He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. That's good from Suggs.
And what I like about Suggs is that he does many things well, and that's because he plays with so much confidence.
George outside. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Paul George spent some time talking about his idol. He said, the person who motivated me as a kid was Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Southern California, watching him every day, I wanted to emulate him. I attacked the game the same way he did, trying to work on every deficiency, play both ends, and be a competitor.
His impact lives on, Allie. Holiday doubled up. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. For the lead. Boston with a rebound. They've led by as many as 11. And after this one, they're at home against Philadelphia. And that's a one-game homestand for the club. Misses in close.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
Down low. Pass to George. Suggs, right side. And here's Thibault. And that misses. That would have put him up. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Nets on D. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Porzingis sets a screen. Clock at 6. Here's White.
And they have started out this quarter shooting just 20%. Let's just say this is not the way they wanted to open the second half.
To the middle. And he slams it in one-handed.
And a smart feed from Suggs. The defense making it easy, leaving his teammate open.
Tatum. And finished off by Tatum. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
Now here's George. Still without a bucket. Here's Suggs. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. The Celtics with the lead. Pass to White. Now here's Porzingis. The kick to Tatum. It's stolen by Thibault. Now here's Suggs. He's guarded by White. And here's Suggs. 10 points for him. Outside Thibault. Just 5 on the clock. Knocks down the long J. Thibault's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Tatum looking it over. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. No, 4 for 9 from the floor now. Brooklyn with the ball. A big stretch here going. 10-2. He drops it from range.
Love the quick shot there. Suggs looking decisive and comfortable, stopping and firing.
Brooklyn leading by 5. Into the lane. And he makes it on the layup. 18 points for him.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Here's Holiday. Rebounded by Suggs.
There wasn't a lot of resistance there at the rim. He just tricked off a little bunny.
Pass to Thibault. Back to Suggs.
Come get it, come get it.
They set the screen to the middle. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Klingen's shot is off. Celtics trail by 7. Here's Bridges. Yes, it's good. Bridges has gotten his second bucket on the night.
Yeah, Bridges has many ways to convert inside, which can make it tough to stop him.
And the Nets call time here. So both teams changing it up here. And the Nets with possession here. They're on a 15-4 run. Pass to Williams. This one for 3. He's off on that one. Celtics trail by 5. Here's Westbrook. Westbrook slams it home.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team. And they will take it in a close game like this.
Down low. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Brooklyn with the ball. Following the bucket by the Celtics.
Some sick ball skills displayed right there. And he's not the guy you expect to pull that off.
Last 2 minutes to play. Third quarter.
1:58 left in the third. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the 3. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. .144 left in the third. Westbrook outside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
He took the contact and had an opportunity to drain it.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Nets.
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. We credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
Now here's Westbrook. 13 points in the game.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Outside, Williams. They set a pick. Back to Jerome. Outside, Williams. From outside, off the mark. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Boston.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Left side, Williams. Pass to Cornette. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
The drive by Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. 19 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Cornette. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Need to do more than that to keep him from getting the ball in the post.
Agreed. He's just too dominant inside. So you're better off stopping him from getting the ball in the first place.
He's gone 3 of 4 from the line. And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And that's not gonna go. Russell Westbrook, he's been the guy making things happen for Boston.
The Celtics, 68.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Suggs with it. Shot clock at 5. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. Now here's Westbrook. To the inside. Tatum. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Pass to Clowney. Here's Suggs. It's stolen by Hart. Inside. And he can't jam it through.
And the defense did just enough to bother that dunk attempt.
Out to the right wing. Fourth quarter.
Oh, my goodness.
How about that?
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Westbrook gets the bucket.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Suggs outside. Here's the pick. Pass to Clowney to take the lead. Hart pulls it in. The Celtics with the lead. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Suggs, right side. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Fires from deep. Clowney pulls it in. Nets trailed by 4. Here's Suggs. That one drops for him.
Yeah, fantastic focus from Suggs. Showing toughness, fighting through the contact.
And here are the Celtics. They've led by as many as 11. Driving inside to the middle. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. Some changes for Boston. 6 to shoot. Here's Tatum. It's tipped. Outside Dival. Pass to George. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss.
Yeah, no triples for him here in the second half. One fell in the first, though. Can he turn it up?
And here's Porzingis. And now they decide to foul intentionally. So the Nets making a switch here.
First team foul. Coming out on the floor for your Knicks.
Here's White. Oh, send it home, Derek White.
Yeah, Bridges has a good eye for spotting those openings, and he can make timely passes.
George outside. Pass to Clowney. From behind the arc. Gets the three to fall.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Porzingis sets a screen to the paint. KP wrecks the rim.
How about Tatum shredding the D with his passing? So effective in pick and rolls.
Wagner outside. The three, George. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Matisse Thybulle. That's his first foul.
Team seconds. Now into the lineup for your Knicks. Number 34,
Holiday looking for an opening. And Holiday powers it home.
The athletic ability of Holiday on full display there.
Now here's Wagner. Pass to Clowney. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Porzingis grabs the board. Outside White. Now here's Bridges. On the wing, Holiday. Pass to Porzingis. Porzingis punishing inside.
Just a huge shot by Porzingis. He welcomes the chance to come up big for his team.
Timeout, Nets. From the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach said to the team. And coach had a simple message for their team saying, hey, we're right there. Let's start with a stop. Knock down a couple shots and we'll be up. Sometimes the best instructions are the basic ones. BA?
Thanks for that, Allie. Here's Suggs. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for Boston.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition, just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
Here's White. Shoots from 12. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. Porzingis in the post. Bucket again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Timeout, Nets. And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Pass to Thybulle. Back to Suggs. Boston with a rebound. Here's Tatum. Off target at the rim.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
2 minutes to play.
Sweet little floater. He's got 26.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Pass to Holiday. Here he goes. Here's Porzingis. Bridges with it. 5 on the clock. And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn to take the lead. Porzingis grabs the board. The Celtics with the lead. The open shot, White. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
And yet, it's good.
Nice dime from the combo guard Suggs. Excellent work setting up his teammate.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Matisse Thybulle. That's foul number 2 for him. We've got 1:08 left to the fourth. Pass to Tatum. High arcing shot. Yes!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Now here's Suggs. Launches it. Cash. And that one brings them within 1.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain. How about that poise from Porzingis here in the crunch?
Timeout Nets. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point, so I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Suggs surveys the D. To tie it up. Misses the 3. And now we've got an intentional foul.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Cool, calm, and collected. Say that 3 times fast. He makes them all and puts this game away.
So we see Boston get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams might buckle under the pressure towards the end. The crowd was so amped up, such a hostile environment. But they stood tall and got the win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
the opposition, that's tripping head. Pay attention, pay attention, pay attention, finna show you how to get it. First we make 100, then you stay down, stack your rest, I'll never spin me. 4 Giottos, panorama, spoon spinning. Extra green up in my pocket, look like spinach. I put gold all in my mouth, I had a dentist. Go for 2 more, then I finish. I say, better late than never, better late than never. You're better late than never, better late than never. Better late than never, better late than never. You're better late than never, better late than never. Yeah. I call my blade. She ain't pop it out and left her at the lows. They won't get up out my way, I move. I don't trust a soul, I don't trust nobody. Threw up by some, I don't trust my own body. You would take a shot and you took her to Chrome probably. It only took me 1 car, got a mad. This boyfriend put me for a show. I'm rocking white and gold, it look like I got ties. Water coming in and out, it never was